Emmy Award-winning Ryan Clark with us. His Monday's very busy. They start early and they end late with us. San Francisco has Cincinnati at home and then a bye. I said turbulence. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but look, guy hadn't lost. Now they've lost a couple in a row. What role did he play, Brock Purdy, in what happened to San Francisco tonight?
I mean, when you look at what Brock Purdy was able to do throughout the early parts of this game, I thought he protected the football, put the football where it needed to be. And so this isn't one of those, okay, let's press the panic button, and Brock Purdy isn't our guy. But it is showing you, though, that it's much better when you're in the oasis, right, of talent and skill players than when you're in the desert and it's dry and you have to find a way to get your team hydrated.
But nobody in the NFL wants to hear it, man. Like, you got who you've got, and you got to figure out how to win games. And look, they miss a field goal, a makeable one early, and McCaffrey fumbles on about the 10-yard line after the pick that Ward got on that very first series. So there's a lot baked into this, but I mean, I do think you know how it goes. It's the quarterback, and your conversation starts there.
Yeah, and the other piece of this has been the praise that we've heaped on Brock Purdy for the 10 wins that started his career, and saying, okay, this is someone, or this is a tier above who Jimmy Garoppolo was, who brought this team to a championship and also to the NFC championship into a Super Bowl. And so now when you look at this team, the question is going to start to be asked, is Brock Purdy the guy? And I'm saying this today after him losing 2 games. He is the guy, because if you have the Deebo Samuels, if you have the Trent Williams and the pieces around him, now you see a guy that understands where the football is supposed to go, how to get it in his playmakers' hands and allow them to be great.
It's all just about where the seeding is, though. I think, Philadelphia, they both lost a week ago. Now that you lose a couple, you don't want to let Philadelphia get too far down the road. Talk about injuries. We see it all the time. You saw it in your playing days. Guy goes down, no one's going to be Justin Jefferson. However, Jordan Addison has an opportunity, and he shows out on a massive stage, and now he has an opportunity to develop a chemistry with Cousins that will linger when Jefferson comes back, which is a scary proposition. What are you seeing out of this rookie from USC? You
know what? You get rid of Adam Thielen, and you bring in Jordan Addison, and you say, okay, he's going to be a compliment to Justin Jefferson. Well, tonight he was the man. Okay, we run into this. Now, Scott, I know you know this because we like the same age. You remember Hall & Oates had a song. What was the name of the song? Man Eater. That is who Kirk Cousins and Jordan Addison are. They are man eaters. Now, see, here you're going to watch. You're going to see it's going to be, they're going to try to disguise. So they're going to have a middle of the field safety, and they're hoping that that middle of the field safety tricks Kirk Cousins into thinking that this could be a cover 3. They're going to get a guy to drop out here in Fred Warner. He's going to drop out and basically be a middle hole defender, but they're playing cover 0. So as we get the over here, that's going to pull the safety. We're going to get the go ball on the bottom, and that's going to lead Travarius Ward and Jordan Addison one-on-one up the field. Now watch what happens when this play starts. So the play starts, we're going to get out. Now you're going to see everything take place. Here, Fred Warner's out. Taysom Gibson goes with the crosser. Now we have a one-on-one to the top of the field with pressure on Kirk Cousins in the pocket. And even with that pressure, Kirk Cousins is going to figure out, you know what, right here, if I have Jordan Addison in the inside, I can make this throw. Kirk Cousins lets the football go. Now, when you get to this point, right, let's run it back a little bit. First off, you never want this. You never want to be the dead cockroach. The dead cockroach always has an issue. You can't make a tackle when you're in that position. But right here, this looks like it's supposed to be a pick. This is an exact replica of the first interception made by Travarius Ward. But Jordan Addison fights, finds a way to get the football, ends up in the end zone. Now, this is a big play. It's 2 minutes. It's late. San Francisco doesn't give up the huge plays. They blitz, and they get burned for it. We're going to get man again. This is late in the game. Jordan Addison is going to run a route, and it is freaky. It's like it's Freaky Friday on a Monday. He's going to come up the field. I'm sorry, he's here. He's going to come up the field here. He's going to bend it in and then get back out. This play is going to attract not only the free safety, it brings the free safety in, who is Talanoa Hufanga, but it's also going to work here on Oliver. Let's watch the route. Here we go. We watch the route. Now, watch how his shoulders get turned. His shoulders are going to turn on the top of the route. And when his shoulders turn on the top of the route, you'll see here we have Hufanga, who is already bitten up, and we also have Oliver, who is trailing. Let's look at Kirk Cousins in the pocket. Kirk Cousins in the pocket is now going to have to step up, and when he steps up, he's going to have to make this throw from here and get it in this area to allow Jordan Addison to get to the ball. Here we go. We see the throw. Kirk Cousins puts it over the top. He flattens him out. It's a great play. You heard what Hall & Oates said. They said, oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy. She will chew you up.
Yeah.
He's a man-eater. Jordan Addison, Kirk Cousins, man-eaters all night. 7 catches.
A little adult
100+
education. That's me doing Boomer, doing Hall & Oates lyrics. Am I nuts? I asked Troy this. And Carolina and Chicago are not good teams, okay? And that's who Minnesota had beaten
very nice.
coming into tonight. We didn't call them buns, okay? But that's who they're not great. You beat San Francisco, and you look at this schedule that Minnesota has in front of them, and the back end of the NFC is not great. Somebody that's not great is going to make the playoffs. A win like this from Minnesota, a performance like this, total team effort makes me say that could be a playoff team.
You look at Minnesota last year, they were in the playoffs. They were the division champion because they were able to win close games.
Correct.
To start this year, they were losing those games. You sort of get on the roll by beating two bad teams, and then you play a San Francisco team that sort of comes in limping.
You win this game, and you just go, you know what, we're not trading people.
And now you keep everybody, and you still stink later on in the season, and you don't get nothing for it.
That's what I'm saying. Then it was a mirage. If nothing else, then it was a fun Monday. Ryan, I appreciate the time.
Thank you, my man.
As always.